Alright. Hello all, this is Stephen J 9414, and stay tuned for yet another video and live stream. So as you can see here, this plant may seem familiar. It was last featured in my Christmas video, this particular plant, but it had a different engine on there that was a double acting oscillator marine plant that had a reverser on there. I always wanted one of those PM Research PMR engines that has the I think it's half-inch bore double acting engines, and I decided that I liked it so much I bought one at auction on eBay. Now this one's a little bit different because the ones that I have seen on PM Research website, you can either get aluminum brass or brass and steel, but this one's all brass and stainless. So it's definitely a bit unique. And I did end up selling that Mamod style marine engine sadly on eBay. I miss it, but I like this more. It was a bit of pain, had to do some work to it. Mainly I had to Loctite the piston in place on the connecting on the rod for the cylinder, because it kept moving and that kept screwing up the timing on there. And a little bit of red Loctite on there, and worked great. Had to get the position just right, and now it runs well. Everything I did to it, which is a bit of a pain, was to put a pulley on there so I could go to a workshop, and that's a Wilesco line shaft connected to a Jensen 100 power plant. And you'll want to see it run shortly. It does need the Wilesco line shaft because it's not sitting far back enough. The pulley, so they're kind of in the middle of the base here. And it is using the original boiler setup with the custom-made firebox they made, sheet brass, and cut it and riveted and bolted and so forth. I've made so safety valve on. They're not a roundhouse, and using a different whistle here. This is actually the very first whistle valve body I ever made. It's made for a combination of brass tubing, PM Research fittings, and a washer, and basically just soft soldered it together using plumbing solder. It's meh. It's 1/4 inch. It sounds, well, it was my first time ever making one. It's okay. I'm satisfied. You know, I don't want to spend money on buying another Regner kit. I had an extra Regner whistle valve. I was like, I'm gonna make the actual whistle body myself, and that's how it came out. And right over here, as you can see, is a Roundhouse regulator. It was originally mounted over here, but the seam line goes from here, from this 3/16 T down, and it shuts most of the way and has a 1/4 inch PM Research lubricator. I'll go and fill it and run it for you. So this is the burr that came with the Stewart. I forgot to show it on the previous video. I'm going to go ahead and use it here for this PM Research with the Roundhouse boiler. I forgot to put it there in the last video, but I like using it in this particular setup as a preheater in order to get the boiler warm before igniting using the main 5-wick burner. I'm going to go ahead and remove the safety valve to fill it. And it does have a check valve on the back. It's a Regner type. And now the boiler is full. Did originally put a little too much in there, and if you need to put water in there later, it does have that check valve. So I'm going to reinstall the safety valve on here and bolt. I'm going to go ahead and put oil in the steam lubricator. Takes quite a bit to get it started, but there it is. And now I'm going to go ahead and put steam lubricating oil from PM Research in there. Roundhouse, Knockcraft steam oil is pretty good too, but you can buy PM Research in these gigantic containers. I don't know what weight it is, but it's never given me a problem. I went ahead and filled it to brim. And the nice thing about these PM Research lubricators is that the have an adjustable valve here that controls just how much can go in the engine. So as with the last video, I switched to using Lucas gun oil to lubricate all the moving parts. They come with these little oiling points, which is really neat on this PMR. I think it's the number 3. I may need to correct that in post, I'm not sure. But I'm just using the Lucas gun oil here to lubricate all the moving parts. And that also includes here on the line shaft and on the Jensen workshop as well. And I'll finish this off camera, not to worry. So went ahead and lit the Stewart burner, and it is now on fire and burning. I'll go ahead and let that burn, and I'll get some pliers later to pull it out and then start the main burner. Now if you look over here, you'll see this Mentos tin can over here. That's there for a reason. That is where the condensed water will drip into, and hopefully not, well, some of it will drip over on the table. It's inevitable, but as you will see here, this engine produces a lot of condensed water. It's starting to build some pressure here. Still haven't put it on the primary burner, but as of right now, it's about 10 psi. It's a little hard to read. Trying to get to focus on that pressure gauge. Maybe closer to 20. Like 18 or so. Getting there steadily. Alright, pull this prematurely. Extinguish it. Put it down gently over there. And now we're going to light this over here on fire. Fire extinguisher is ready just in case. And insert the main burner. And also clean off the tank so that way it doesn't catch fire. And I'll build pressure very nicely. And there goes the fire. And it's running quite nicely. Just in case things do get out of hand, I do have a fire extinguisher with me. Spray bottle of water. Preferably CO2 canister is the best thing to use to put out a alcohol fire. But they can be pricey. Should be alright though. Later I'll tip the alcohol tank forward, but not yet. And the safety valve's going off, so this thing should be ready to go. So homemade whistle. That's a lot of water in there. And go ahead and move it forward. That's what it's being also by a lot of condensed water. Oh Lord. I haven't fired this thing up for so long. Yeah, it's quite messy engine as you can see here, but man does it run well. And it powers the Jensen workshop quite nicely. Now we're ready to fill the tray, practically 3/4 full. The condenser tray. Yeah, line shaft isn't happy. A lot of tension on there. I'll have to figure something out for that to get it sit better. I'll hold it. The engine running shakes the pressure gauge, which causes it to bounce around a little bit like that. It produces quite a bit of torque. It's about how it sounds. It's not great, but it's the first whistle body ever made, so I'm happy with it, but I admit it's not the greatest sounding. And this is a fixed eccentric, it's not slip, it does not reverse. You can set it to run in reverse, then it'll only run in reverse, then you have to retime the set screw for forward. And it's also a piston valve. So now the alcohol tank is starting to run down a little bit. We just try to raise it up just a little bit here to improve alcohol fuel flow. And that should get it run faster too. Barrel's pretty much all the way open. Oh, I see what happened here. Ride belts happens quite often in transit. They tend to come off. Now the table saw works. Nice and steady. Man, it's like this water. Well, start to speed up a little bit. That's all from tipping the alcohol burr forward. What it does is improves fuel flow, so that way the front wicks get more alcohol, not just rear wicks. It's a little trick I like to do in stationary engine. Be careful about it though. You don't want to do that when it's full, only as it starts burning for a couple of minutes, so that way you don't spill alcohol everywhere. First up whistle body. A little hot. Oh, that's the boiler blowdown, sort of. It connects to the top of the boiler, which is originally a fill plug. I mean, it works. I use it sometimes if I overfill the boiler. I'm going to try showing it running at different RPMs. I can't close it all the way. This will stop. It'll run slow. This is the Roundhouse steam regulator here. It's used for the radio control loco, so it's not the most precise, but as you can see here, this still does okay. And get it to run slow, so I had to nudge it slowly. It's got a little O-ring inside here, and that's what causes it to seal. It's sensitive. It's got full throttle. I guess somewhere over here. Need to open it that much. But yeah, it's still going. I had to figure out something about this, because it keeps wanting to kick up, fortunately. If I push it in, it doesn't seem to be as much of a problem. but it still keeps kicking up. I thought about putting a little brass bracket underneath here and then have it fit underneath, just slide it underneath the base on the stationary engine, so that way it won't tip up like that. But that'll be for the future. It would be a very easy thing to do. Just haven't done it yet. I think it was necessary, but I'm guessing now it pretty much is. So this was talking about with being able to cut off the lubricator with this little needle valve, and yes, it is hot lubricator cap, but with that I can easily remove and dispense with that steam oil as I put it inside a cup off camera, and then refill it like this as I reach over with the left arm and stream myself. Did partially drain the condenser tray because it will definitely start a lot of condensed water after this. Fresh load of steam oil. I'll need a trusty 5/16 wrench in order to seal it. Let's leave just a little bit of this right there. I also topped off the boiler using the check valve off camera. It's a little too hard for me to film. There's some water in there that's hopefully it's sealed now. I need to seal actually, probably just being paranoid. Oop. Don't think steam's leaking out of there. Is deep bilm pressure. So 10 psi. That'll be a few minutes. Gotta remind myself here to open up the needle valve for the lubricator after filling it, so that way it will actually allow steam oil into the cylinder. It's about 25 to 30 psi. That's enough pressure to run. That doesn't sound bad. Let's go ahead and check it here. Yeah. Probably more condensed water. But probably not. I think it's burning good. I need to open it all that much, apparently. This stuff will follow there. I'll leave the lubricator just barely cracked open there. The condenser tray is filling much slower. Now I'll call it for started diag. See the front two wicks are barely lit there. It's mainly the rear three, so I don't know if it's gonna run too much longer, but either way, it's like a pretty good run at it. One thing I'm not crazy about the alcohol burners, you always adjust and replacing wicks. Even when you have it set right and they burn down, and see you're there. I use wicks for train department and they work pretty well. The Octocraft wicks also they use for their Aspen locomotives are pretty good wicks also. I like using them too. Yeah, that's pretty much full throttle right there. Anyway, folks, hope you enjoyed the video. Happy Memorial Day weekend, and thankful troops served my country in the U.S. And if you're abroad in another country, I hope that you're, I don't know when you celebrate your Memorial Day or Veterans Day or equivalent in your country, but I hope you're thankful for the troops served in your nation as well. And dog's night when you're by me in this video. She's resting in the background. Yeah.